Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's been a while. I've just been kind of chilling, playing One Piece on the side. I haven't really focused on content creation much, so sorry about that. So today I'm back at you guys with another Red Green Law video. Today I'm actually playing Zoo Law, which it's kind of like the Zoo Zoro or the Zuro deck list type of thing, but instead it's with Red Green Law. So here's the deck list if you want to copy it or whatever. Today I'm just practicing against Pudding. I've been wanting to get some practice against Pudding, and then I'm pretty sure, in the next couple of days, I'm also going to be testing around the other meta to see how Zulaw stands. But as far as I know, Zulaw is doing decent into Pudding. I still need to do some more testing, and then I also do have my regular Red-Green Law deck list, which also does decent against Pudding. It really just depends if I go first. But yeah, so I still need to do a couple of testing, but I just wanted to get a video out because it's been a while since I've recorded a video and uploaded it. So yeah, so let's get into the gameplay and we'll see how it goes. So into our first matchup here, this was actually the last game that I recorded. Putting it first though because this was like the only game that I could have recorded today that actually showcases what Zulaw does. So my first turn, I'm going second. I'm going to be playing Kureha Searchers just so I can get some cards into my hand that are animal. Hoping that I can use that first chopper in my hand to its benefit, but I rarely use it. So my 4-Dawn turn, I'm going to play the attack searching chopper, and I'm going to get a Hiking Bear 2k off of it, and then play a chopper blocker and just swing 5 here. It also kind of threw me off that this person was running Reijus. I feel like I've never seen Puddings run Reijus, but I mean, Pudding is such a wide deck that you can put a bunch of random stuff in it, so I feel like there isn't one certain deck, so I don't know, people are still testing it, I feel like. But anyways, back to my turn. I'm gonna swing 6 with Hiking Bear's ability, and I'm going to probably search a Hiking Bear here just so I can bounce it back to my hand and get it 2k. Worst case scenario, I could just use both Hiking Bear's effects to buff up my animal stuff, but so yeah, so the Pudding takes the hit, and at this point I'm debating, like, do I want to swing wide here or do I want to use a leader effect? I can't really use leader effect because I only have one green card in my hand that isn't good in this scenario, so I'm just going to swing 5-5-5 into this Pudding. I'm actually going to swing 5-5-6. So yeah, this turn we got 1, 2, 3, 4 swings out of my board. So this person is at 2 life now. They have 5 cards in hand. They are at 10 Dondos, so they're probably going to be playing a 10-drop Big Mom here or a 9-drop Big Mom. But either way, I'm expecting them to use all their Don here, so they're probably just going to swing 5 and 7. So I'm going to counter with the Hiking Bear, and I'll let the Chopper Searcher die just because I have another one in my hand, worst case scenario. But here, I could have probably, instead of playing the Robinson, I could have played the Zoro or the Rush Luffy, but instead, I mean, this also works, I guess. I don't know, I wasn't really thinking too much. I'm still new to the Zoo format, so we're trying things out. These are my test games to see how everything else is going. Let's see, I could play the Rush Zoro here, but I don't know, I feel like actually I should have played the Rush Zoro over the Kureha. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is swinging 6-5 here with the Mountain Bear. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna use leader effect. I forgot I had leader effect. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just play a restand law. Yeah, I guess we just played the restand law to have the extra body for next turn. I do think I should have swung with the Mountain Bear, but it is what it is. So he's gonna use the 6-drop event, the new purple one, and get rid of 2 of my bodies, and then he's just gonna play a Reiju. And him playing the Reiju actually threw me off because I'm still not used to Reijus being in Pudding, so I wasn't expecting that for sure. But he's gonna swing 5 at me, and I should have countered out of that 5, but luckily he only swings, he swung 7 into me, and I got a counter out of life, so we're good. So here I do have to go for game, so I'm just gonna swing 5 and see if he has any counter. If he has counter, then yeah, so he counters out. I'm just gonna play a Rush Zoro, swing 5 here. I'm just gonna flood my board with a bunch of spam and keep swinging 5s because he only has 3 cards in hand. One of them is a dead card in hand now, so I swing another 5, and if he takes it, I'm just gonna attach the rest of the Don to the Hiking Bear. Yeah, so I'll just attach the Don to the Hiking Bear. I tried giving it the 1k, but it doesn't work. So he has 1k counter, and I believe that was the end of the game. Yeah, he had 3 aces, so he didn't really have much. But into our next game against another Pudding, let's see, my starting hand I have a 1-cost chopper, and then next turn I'm probably going to play that 3-drop blocker chopper. But his turn, he is going to play the searcher for Big Mom stuff. And yeah, against Pudding, I've found out that going first always helps whenever you can, to take their curve away from them by going first. Just so it delays them from playing a 10-drop Big Mom or a 9-drop Big Mom one more turn. Especially if I have that 5-drop Bonnie in hand. That 5-drop Bonnie really does help against Pudding. So I probably am going to play that at some point to freeze one of their Dons. But they're going to swing 7 here using their leader effect, and then they're probably going to use the Viola, to put their cards face down again, which they do. So I'm just going to play the Cavendish, and then I'm going to play the Scratchman of Pooh, and I think I actually realized I could have rested the Viola, so that's what I do. And I'm just going to swing, I'm just going to swing 6 here, and then 4 to the Viola, so he can't have another blocker for later in the game. So he takes both of those hits. And yeah, let's see. Next turn, I'll probably just play the 5-drop Bonnie and use leader effect. Yeah, 5-drop Bonnie, maybe Hiking Bear if my chopper gets killed here. How much down is he at? I think he's at 6 or 7. So I'm just going to 2k out of it and try to protect it here. He plays a Katakiri, and he can't really kill it right now because he doesn't have Rush. So it lives. Here I'm probably just going, once he passes turn, I'll probably just play the Bonnie to freeze one of his Dons so he can't go to 10-drop Mom next turn. So hopefully that's what happens. So here I'm calculating how much Don he's at. He can play the 9-drop Mom next turn, but I mean, it's whatever if he does. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna play the Bonnie, use leader effects, and I grab the Apu and I play the Rush Luffy instead, which I mean, I guess is fine. So I'm going to swing 7 with the Cavendish, and if I really wanted to here again, I could play the 5-drop Bonnie over the Bonnie Searcher, but I guess what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm just going to be swinging wide with the stuff that I have on my board, because I think no matter what, I mean, if they have a 9-drop Mom in hand, they get to play it next turn. So might as well just use the Dawn to not freeze her stuff and just keep swinging into her, get her low on life, so that way the turn after I can try to go for board here, or not for board, for game. So yeah, I swing with everything on my board, and I'm just gonna see if I can. I should be able to live, this next turn. He'll only have 2 swings max if he plays the 10-drop Mom, and I don't think they run anything Rush, so I should be living here. And in this game again, they play the 6-drop event, and man, that event kind of sucks for me just because, I mean, it's just another, Gravity Blade card, but for purple, which always sucks for me, so it is what it is. My hand isn't really looking too good to be in a spot where I can rebuild board, so I have to hope that I can, draw into some low drops so I can rebuild my board here, but it's gonna be really rough here. So he swings 9 into the chopper blocker, and I just let it die. I felt like there wasn't really, any point in me keeping it alive. But I do draw into a chopper blocker 1-drop, and then I play the Scratchman of Pooh. I'm going to search with the Bonnie probably, trying to get a Rush Zoro so I can, lessen the dawn lessen the load of how much stuff I need to play here. And here I'm just, debating on what I can do. I can either play the Bonnie and freeze his Dawn or whatever, but I'm just going to play the Rush Zoro, and the play here probably is to just swing 5 with it, use leader effect, grab the Zoro, play the Law Blocker, and then play the Zoro again, grabbing the Bonnie Searcher. So yeah, I'm going to probably do that. Okay, never mind, I'm just going to play the Bonnie and freeze his Dawn. So he is at 9 Dawn now. He can play the 9-drop Big Mom and heal a life and then put something at the bottom here. But yeah, I feel like the play, I'm not sure what the better play would have been. Okay, so he's just gonna 6-drop event me again, which sucks. And I think I do type something here, but I don't send it. I just put, yeah, 2 6-drop events in the game is actually kind of crazy. So he's going to swing 7 at my Bonnie Searcher, and I just let it die because he can swing 5 into it again. And I'm surprised he doesn't swing 5 into lead here. I think he might have forgotten. I'm not sure. But I swing 5 at him to just see what he has in hand. He takes it, and I take another 5 to lead. He counters out, and then I'm just going to play the other Rush Zoro and just attach all Dawn and swing for game. So that's what I do, and we see he has 2 9-drop Yamatos and a Big Mom in hand. So me freezing his Dawn, I think, did kind of screw him over from playing the 10-drop Big Mom. So yeah, into the final game of the video. Let's see what we have here. We have 2 1-drop Apus and a Chopper Blocker. Oh yeah, and this guy was asking if I enjoy Red Green Law, and I said yes sir. Especially because my name on the sim is Red Green Law Enjoyer. So I just typed back, I might be a Red Green Law Enjoyer. But I'm just going to play the Scratchman Apu just to fill my board here. Try to use my leader effect. It does hurt using those because they are 2Ks and they are the few 2Ks that I run in here. But I mean, I had to fill board either way, so there's no point in me saving them in my hand when I could have been playing them. This guy does ask if I should play Red Green Law, and I said absolutely. This deck is amazing. It is the best deck in the format. I think everybody should play Red Green Law, and I think we should go back to the OP03 meta where Red Green Law was great. I'm coping, obviously. I love Red Green Law, and I wish I could play him more. But he passes turn. He doesn't really do anything. I think he messed up. So I'm just going to swing 5 here and then play the Chopper Blocker. And yeah. So I'm just waiting. He counters out with the 2K, and I play the Chopper Blocker. So let's see what this pudding player does. See how he's going to approach me and my board states. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that I did, win these games, because a lot of the time my board state was not that great compared to what I'm used to, where I fill board and I constantly fill it back up, and I'm bouncing stuff all the time. This one, it was just like kind of weird. Like this match, I completely forgot that I was even running the zoo package, just because I didn't see any of the animal package stuff the whole game. So I'm gonna play Cavendish and then play the Scratchman Apu, and I'm just gonna swing 6 into his life. I could have swung 5. Swung 5/5, but I feel like there wasn't really a point because he has a Brûlé blocker coming up from his trigger. So I'll just swing the 6, make him take it, get that blocker out. Worst case scenario, I mean, I can just swing 5 with the Chopper next turn, or I can get him to use that blocker pretty much. So there's no worries there. He is going to play the Newgates, put a card from the top of his deck to his life, and then he's probably going to get the Big Mom out of life into his hand, or on top of his deck. Yeah, it goes to the top of his deck. So I'm not sure what he has in triggers anymore. So right now we're kind of playing game, and he's probably just going to swing 6 into leader, and I probably take it here just because I don't really have cards to counter out with, and I don't want to get rid of that Chopper Blocker. But in my life, I do find a 1-drop Chopper Blocker, so if we need to fill board or play defensive, we can do that. But yeah, so I'm just going to play the 5-drop Bonnie, freeze one of his Dons so he can't go to 10 next turn. Swing with the Cavendish, probably 7 or 6. So I'm going to swing 6. He either takes it or uses the blocker. I hope he uses the blocker just so we can get rid of that, but if he doesn't, oh well. So I am at 4 Don. I'm going to use leader effect, probably on the Bonnie to get rid of... Oh, never mind, the Scratchman Apu, of course, it's 2K. So we're going to play the Luffy. And I think what I actually meant to do was... grab a red card and then play that restand Law and then restand the Cavendish and swing for it again. But I did mess up grabbing the Apu because of the 2K, but it's okay because it works out either way. We swing 6/6 here, and we leave 1 Don up. I don't know for what. Am I going to play the blocker? I guess so. So I play the blocker over the Scratchman Apu, and yeah. My hand consists of 3 green cards and 1 red card, so I kind of do need more red on my board so that I can use my leader effect, more strategically, I guess. So he plays a 9-drop Mom. Here, he's going to trash a card, gain a life, -1 Don, and then he's probably going to send the Cavendish to the bottom of the life. When in reality, he probably... No, I guess it was the right call, sending the Cavendish to the bottom, if he does. Because he probably could have sent the Bonnie to the bottom and then swing into the Cavendish, and I probably would have let it die. But I do have 2 blockers up, and he only has 2 swings, a 5 and a 7. So I could have countered out of the 5 and then block out of the 7. So yeah, the Cavendish was the best call here. So let's see how he does. So he swings 7 into the 6K body that I have, and I just used a 2K to counter out here. Try not to use my blocker. And then he's probably going to swing 5 into my life, and I'll probably just take that just so I can get a card in hand. So yeah, I'm gonna take the hit, and it is a chopper. I think it's a 3-drop 4K body. Honestly, that card isn't that useful. The only card that I can play off of that effect is the Hiking Bear, I think. And honestly, when I have those 2 cards in hand, I'm always at full board, so there's like never really a reason for me to play that card. I guess it's just, you know, to help with the animal package and the searching blockers or whatever that I have, the searching choppers that I have. So it's there for the 1 cases that I need it. In other cases, it's just a 1K counter, and I feel like I do want to get rid of it, but I'm not sure what I could use to replace it with. So that's why I'm still kind of testing this deck out, but I know that chopper card isn't going to be as valuable as I want it to be. So yeah, let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm probably going to fill a board to try to use my leader effect here. So I'm going to swing 7 into life. Let's see if they take it. Alright, so they don't get a trigger. I'm going to swing 6 into life and then 6 with the Rush Luffy. And then I'll probably grab the Hiking Bear from leader effect, play the Restand Law, and then swing 7 again with the Bonnie. That sounds like the ultimate plan there. Unless they got a trigger that pops something, which I was kind of scared for. But I don't think they end up... I think they actually end up getting a... yeah, they got a... what's her name? A Robin. So yeah, I swing 7 again into life, and let's see if they can counter out here, and what they use to counter out. So they use a 1K, and that's all they had in hand. That is actually kind of crazy that they didn't have any counter, but I've kind of figured that against puddings, they don't really have a lot of counter in hand towards the end of the game. So, you know, 5 swings, 5 constant 5 swings really does suck for them. So it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. I'm going to try to make more videos again. I always say that, but I end up getting lazy and don't record videos as much. So I'll try to see something, like, you know, if I can keep doing videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.